May God, who has begun this good work in you, bring it to fulfillment.
Hi, this is Father William Winchell, and from the Diocese of Pittsburgh. I want to wish everybody a blessed Advent and a Merry Christmas ahead. We are in the fourth week of Advent, and this week we hear in the Gospel the story of the Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin and the angel Gabriel. The angel comes to her and says, "Hail, full of grace, the Lord is with you." Or another translation says, "Hail, favored one." We hear this same greeting by the angel in the Old Testament to the judge Gideon, and the angel comes to him with a message from God, entrusting to him a mission, just like the angel comes to Mary. And Gideon accepts the mission from the angel and goes and follows God's will. Mary is presented with this mission from God, the greatest of all the missions given to all the people, the one that was awaited for from that beginnings in the Garden of Eden, when the Lord said, "I will put enmity between the woman and her offspring, between that of the evil one and that of the offspring of the woman." From that moment on, the people of Israel hoped for this message of the angel. We hear that Mary was greatly troubled. In the Greek, we can take this not so much greatly troubled, but a much deeper sense of what was going on in the interior life of Mary at that moment. Given such a great mission of God and not quite understanding what she was called to do. She wasn't just greatly troubled. The Greek gives more of a sense of there was like an interior tsunami upon her, and her whole being was being flipped upside down. But Mary responded with humility, not turning towards, like we can sometimes do if we're discerning God's will, if we discerning to be a priest, if God's calling us to that. We can sometimes have that sense of maybe wanting to turn first to recoil into a state of fear. But rather, let us be like Mary as we're discerning God's will towards the priesthood. If it be God's will, let us not turn to fear, but rather turn to an openness to receive God's message, and to, like the Blessed Mother, with great humility says, "Be it done unto me according to your word." Not turning to fear, but turning to the grace that God gives us in those moments when he calls all of his people, from Gideon, from David the king, and our Blessed Mother, who all show us examples of turning to do God's will with great joy, great humility, as you discern God's will in these holy days that we have. May God's grace flood upon you, just as the Holy Spirit came upon Mary. May the Holy Spirit be poured out upon you. And if it be God's will that you one day be a priest, may you have the strength, the courage, and the humility like our Blessed Mother did. God bless you. May you have a blessed Advent and a blessed and Merry Christmas. God bless. Go in peace.